for Lewis Cook. Nice. Alone started with the Monkey King in the mid lane and rotated as early as level 5. So I feel like that prediction is spot on. As we get here into game 1 of our lower bracket semifinals, we have Meant to Be on the Dire and Get Wrecked on the Radiant. You've got myself, Malibu Jesus, on the mic with Harry Freak joining us from afar. And we will see who will fight Shopify Rebellion or Wildcard in the lower bracket finals here. Any predictions for First Blood? I know we like the cogs and the clockwork. Pretty good with that. Scatter shot. A lot of damage.
It's very hard to predict here. You're putting me on the spot, you know? We're like, oh yeah, we're friends, we're cool, we're the hairy bros, and then he just throws me under the bus.
Here's a puzzle.
Exactly. I want to say there's going to be on the top lane, so I'm going to say Chen is going to die. Let's put it that way, right? Dawnbreaker, good chance that this hero can get a kill.
All right, Boundless Strike opening it up. Funcito will go away. Still holding that skill point.
Bale?
Like a lot of the time that death comes when they take Fire Spirits in a bad position. See, Fire Spirits picked up Funcito in a better spot now, but misses most of them.
I think, did he even connect on one? I think there maybe was the first one that got the connection, but this is not ideal, right? You're starting the top lane without Fire Spirits. They're gonna be on cooldown for another 30 seconds, so that's kind of annoying, but overall not gonna be changing the outcome of the lane completely, obviously.
Right. And we're looking at the mid lane here. Lucky versus Alone, Mr. Steele. I had a question about the top matchup with Chin, the Satyr creep. Is it enough for you to get a stick, this mana burn over time?
You want to. Want to. It's hella annoying, right? So he is already queued it up. Maybe he gets a bracer first, but then he's gonna be getting it for sure.
Sure. I mean, look at Funcito already low enough. Tony steps up to bat, but Double King pulling him off.
Funcito needs to be careful. Phoenix is very vulnerable level 1, especially when they know that he doesn't have any curse dive. It is a low armor hero, so you get on top of him, you can kill him.
Yeah, Tony with the blood grenade still.
I am honored to fight by your
yeah,
side.
I feel like Funcito. Icarus flying a little too close to the sun. Cloud in the bottom lane, already pretty low on the tide. Going full stats with the early stick. Big beefy boy.
5 denies. Okay, yep. That's pretty huge from Alone. He's been playing this lane quite nicely.
Yeah, Alone is a boss. Maybe the big X factor here when it comes to show out players. But Bigot gonna draw first blood in the bottom lane. Cloud trying to get back to the creep wave, help out with this battery assault. Does have 3 stick charges.
Gush.
Won't need him just yet. Gush not used. Cogs pushing him back here. Sidestep action. Cloud shows him his 2-step.
He's very low on the tide though. This is one of those situations where you might want to die. Nah, he's keeping himself alive.
I don't think he got hit by that dagger either. Looks like he walked it out.
He did. It's just level 1 is no damage, right?
Yeah, 70.
70. Yeah.
To a tide, you're like, okay, that's cute.
Exactly.
Alright, Lewis Cook with the wrap though. Mana for 1 spell, he's got to choose. Gonna put the cogs down. He's got to hit this shot, but he misses. Once, he misses twice. Bigot gets the clicks up. Cloud lasting through it all. 8 stick charges, staying close to those creeps. Doesn't want to eat too many stuns. And Dire looking pretty good down here with this limit test.
Let's see who's gonna be getting the Lotus.
Oh,
it's gonna be Bigot.
Get wrecked, getting wrecked with the Mind Flayer. Will be enough for the kill. Now level 3 on both of the offlaners for Meant to Be.
Oh, this is bad on the bottom lane. You know, in this brawler type lanes, as we mentioned, the kills are bound to happen at some point, but you already gave 2, and it is a Tidehunter lane versus 2 melee heroes. At some point, the next assassin is going to be able to leave him alone, and maybe even rotate to the mid lane where the Monkey King is already doing better than expected.
Absolutely. So Monkey King, similar last hits, 15 to 14, but these denies gonna add up with the Monkey. Obviously, I mean, any hero, you want the gold, you want the experience, but are you just happy with the levels?
I mean, you're definitely happy with having more of them than your opponent. H1, very unhappy.
Yeah. Playing the have less life than your opponent game, as Alone waits on the trees and hops back down. Going back to the mid lane. He's got the Kobold Foreman, the move speed aura from the chin, helping him get back to lane speedily. But Tide Hunter, story of this. Dire offlane, 2 assists already. B-God with those 2 kills. And Tide's
They
safe.
can't stop him.
Yeah. Cloud's gonna snowball pretty heavily here. Doesn't even need to have any stacks to catch up.
Nope. This Tide Hunter is gonna have a hell of a time, and that is very scary, right? Because other than the sniper, everybody else sucks versus the Tide. And I guess Clockwork is annoying, but even the sniper himself isn't gonna be killing him all that easily. So posturing aggressively, being annoying as a Tide is gonna be a huge deal. You give vision to your team, you give info to your team, and then the Monkey King can go hunting.
And the Tide, obviously, with the Ravage, but more so with the Shard. I think he's really going to search to enable this Lifestealer, this Monkey King, helping him stay on target. Are you thinking like Phase, Vlad's, Blink Shard, that order for him?
Yeah, probably.
Own in the bottom lane, being up with the stun onto Adam. Game over called, but the Nyx does go down. Going to get a return kill most likely as Lewis Cook looks for the safety of his tier 1 tower, but up in the trees Alone dies down. Now on to Adam. 3 stacks, 4. He's got the full Monty here. Got a snap region in the Fairy Fire, but Sniper has arrived with the shrapnel. The damage is burning.
He's gotta kill them both
quickly. 1 kill, 2 kills, and a high 5. No, he's left hanging. Steel just wants to get back to his lane. Beautiful rotation from the Sniper. Maybe anticipating that in the top lane. Gonna lose the chin. Double King looking for revenge. No spells available. KFC
denied.
Oh, Funcito. That uses the Fairy Fire to stay alive and get the aggro on the creeps with the Dying Light.
Dire's middle tower is under
Big brain move coming out.
Very, very nice. Still, that Monkey King dive on the bottom lane alone, getting ahead of himself. They do see the Sniper now. It's not a hero that you should go for. Monkey King.
Monkey King gets the Wukong command down, keeping Clockwork in the big circle, inside of the little circle. Gonna get another +1. Be God. Getting all of these kills now, 3 and 1. Gonna be a quick Dagon on the Nyx.
Ooh, that's a big deal. He was in the mid lane while the Monkey King was diving bottom. So if he gets a Wisdom Rune, which he will, this will be a very early level 6. Nyx Assassin usually wants the towers to get opened up, but the thing is that the side lanes went so good for them that with that early of a level 6, if he gets it, and he should, he can make a difference even before the towers have fallen.
Now with that Wisdom Rune, as you mentioned, 5.5, so getting close. And Spectre around this time, I feel like she usually falls back to the jungle, so might not be the safest of reaches for the Spectre.
You want to stay in the lane for as long as possible as a Spectre. You're just so slow at farming the jungle.
Getting in another lane right to it. Interrupts the spells, but brought down. Dead for 25. Great rotation coming out from the Radiant.
They're gonna dive the Spectre though. Let's see how many TPs they can get out. Getting a kill here is very rough.
Alright, first TP coming out. Adam still pretty healthy. Cloud's got the Ravage. Steel arrives from the mid lane with the TP. Double Blood Grenade coming out with the Assassinate. Adam following Tide through the tree lines. Water levels getting low, but the reversal coming in. Be God and Cloud bring down.
Monkey's coming.
Down Monkey on the way. Tide dies. Be God's out with the Vendetta, so expect some big damage coming back in. Wukong interrupted. Be God on the prowl. Finds Steel. Gets the connection. Sniper dead. 2 for 1 kill. The cost of a Ravage. Not a bad deal.
Phoenix.
Might even get more. Be God confirming it. with prejudice.
Look at the net worth of this Nyx assassin, man. He's gonna be overtaking everybody. He's already overtaking 2 cores. The third one on the menu. Spectre really not that far away. I mean, he's definitely core territory. It's not that these cores are underfarmed. It's that he is incredibly farmed on those Nyx.
Absolutely. On the top side of the map, we see Tony making a great play, dragging Dawn out of her hammer jump with the ensnare. Another Spectre hot at the bottom of the step onto Alone. Trying to get the 2-piece combo onto this Monkey King. Mischief not going to do enough. Monkey dead again.
Yep, he went for that boundless strike a little bit unnecessarily. If he had waited for it, he definitely would have been able to heal himself up a little bit on the creep. So a bit of a mistake on him, but it doesn't matter. He has a Nyx assassin who is core territory, who's gonna have a very fast Dagon and just gonna be murdering everybody. I mean, I'm looking at 5 heroes that he can burst down from 100 to 0.
Absolutely, and I think as we get closer to that point, you're gonna be relying on this Phoenix or the Dawnbreaker, you know, the Egg or the Solar Guardian. Danger awaits. As Alone threatened under the tier 1. You stun the Dawnbreaker with the Nyx, buying some time, and it's barely. The dodge comes out, but the damage lasts from the shrapnel and the Sunray. Gonna bring down Alone and give him a little tip.
Radiant's bottom tower
Just
is
keep
under
chain.
attack.
Yeah.
But I think you might like decide, okay guys, I'm gonna become a support.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, monkey support's not bad, you know, a lot of vision. A little bit of wave shove. Get back into the trees and you're fine. Once you get
Baboka
time-
style.
Exactly. Big Baboka fans here. I know you are too at home. Oh, this Tide Hunter getting so close to that Vlad's. Do you think we're going to see them join up with the Lifestealer, or does Lifestealer just want to sit in lane the same way as Spectre and continue his dominance?
Lifestealer is just gonna posture aggressively. That is what the Lifestealer does. He's not really gonna be looking to rotate too much. Maybe if rotation comes towards his way, if he can TP to a fight, but just chasing for fights with the Lifestealer, it's most likely not gonna happen.
Gotcha. And Alone up on the perch. He is certainly one to rotate.
Cosplaying awards.
Oh, I like your Monkey King costume. No, this is actually my Ward cosplay.
Spectre on bottom. He's
Looking to
so
get
dead.
next. He is so dead, as you said. That Dagon making quick work with the rotation. Got Ravage online also. We seen a T1 threatened. Nope.
Well,
Response
the one
actually.
in the mid lane is threatened.
Radiant's top tower is
Yeah,
under
unifying under the banner of steel, protecting their sniper and this catapult hook shotting in. Lewis Cook looking for the kill. They found Alone, that high ground observer doing the job. Tips continue. Don't forget to tip your bartender, tip your server, and most importantly, tip your enemy mid laner.
Where's your XD right now?
Radiant structures are fortified.
Exactly. It's like, oh,
Dire's
you want an
middle
XD?
tower
Okay.
is under attack.
I get XD.
Spectre defending the tower. I like this. The gold lead is increasing, right? Which is dangerous because the Lifestealer generally does well versus the Spectre, but it's not only the Spectre that you have to think about. That's why the Sniper is such a good pick, not only because of the laning stage, in which he didn't crush it, but because he's kind of good versus everybody on the Dire side.
Yeah, I think you're gonna have a good time, especially the 1v1 Spectral Step though. In River, gonna bring down that pesky B gun on the Nyx. Let's see. They were trying to get that counter ward going on. Tony got the obs, but a return on the on the Nyx certainly worth a measly obs.
It's very important to keep the Nyx down, especially now you get a decent amount of gold. Kind of a bummer that it went to the Clockwork, but you take what you can get. You just want that Nyx out of the map.
Yeah, Nyx. You know, a lot of Nyx talk going on here, but next item in their progression gonna be the Shard. So looking to give you a break out of Vendetta. Double King. The Twin Gate rotation. Centaur Conqueror's nearby. You got a stun in the fog, but you're not gonna get it.
Oh, the dagger of the Spectre expired and it just pushed him away from those trees. So there was absolutely no way without going around them for the Centaurs to get something. And once again, Alone. Bye-bye.
Alone is Alone. Spectre Hawk coming in. And another kill going the way. You gotta imagine just how many more tips are in store from the Radiant. Is Alone broken, or is he just living it up here?
This reminds me, there was a game I played like 10 years ago with a group of friends. We played 5-man party ranked, and our whole idea was just to kill their Lina 20 times. We lost the game so much. I think we had a Spectre. We just haunt and kill her in the fountain and lose the game.
So do you think that might be the story of this game?
Yeah, I kind of feel like that's the case, right? Because they're killing Alone so much, but the thing is, they're not really getting that much out of the map. And once the Lifestealer has a Radiance, his farm speed will increase, and you're really not going to be able to do much about him.
Understood. So that being said, Orchid has been farmed up on the Spectre through these all these ganks on the Monkey King. Spectre sitting now at 3, 3, and 5.
They want to kill the Lifestealer with it. If you silence him, you might just be able to do it. Going in.
Right, here we go in.
Got him.
The Orchid, the damage is enough. Lifestealer dead. Now changing their focus. Not a one-trick pony, it appears. Get wrecked, doing the wrecking.
Very smart, very smart. Don't be like Harry's stack and killing the enemy mid laner over and over again. Find a better target, and Lifestealer is probably the best target.
Man, after maximal mental damage has been inflicted, you got to change targets to keep inflicting maximal mental damage, right?
I mean, emotional damage, right?
Oh, another great voice line.
Yeah, I don't know how nobody has that one, but emotional damage would be amazing.
And H1 suffering that emotional damage right here in the mid lane. TP coming in from Lewis Cook. Gives him a Solar Guardian target for the Ravage. Going to cancel it. Brings down the Dawn. Sniper arriving on the hillside. Looking for one as the hookshot goes in. Chin isolated. B-God has a stun up. Lewis Cook getting low. Healed by the Sunray Spectre with the step coming in. And the Sun God appears. Egg on the background. Lifestealer approaches. Might not get popped. Not scrambled. But they are on top of the Sniper. Steals positioning. Getting a little worse for where the Infest to save Alone.
Nice.
Not coming out
He's
of the
alive.
last moment. Tony, Double King on, they are on EMS duty for Alone here. Tide has reversed. This tier 1 tower still up, Harry. They gotta bring it down.
Not for long. This is going to be so huge. Opening up the mid lane tower, it makes the Nix's game so much easier. And I mean, he's not as farmed comparatively to everybody else as he used to be, but he's still hella farmed, right? Their lowest net worth is their mid laner. That is not something that you see too often.
Right. And it's like Alone is a great player. I believe he's the highest MMR on the mid to be stacked. But you know, sometimes you just get targeted. And you just got to take your medicine and hope that it's
they're
for
only
the best.
focusing me. They're only focusing me. That's what some of the people say when they're just dying over and over again.
All right, and speaking of dying over again, guess who? Spectre on top of the Monkey King goes back as Clockwork Phoenix trying to close the gap. Adam charging in, Sunray finding their target. Bring down Alone again. Now B-God trapped in the Thunderdome. Creeps arriving to get some return damage on Lewis Cook here. Will hit a nice Ravage. The assassin coming in, cutting his life short.
Yep, shooting from afar. Some people would say it's an overkill to use a gun for a bug. I would beg to disagree.
Guns and flamethrowers, all fair game as far as bugs are concerned.
You know, if I'd seen somebody with a flamethrower chasing bugs, I'd still think that he's kind of sane. But if he would pull out a gun, then that would be really weird, right?
Yeah, there's something about the projectile speed. I think.
Yup.
You know, a flamethrower, I could sit around a campfire, enjoy a little bug fire, but not so much with a Glock or something. You know, Alone. Oh man, I thought Lewis Cook's gonna let that hook shot sting on him. Peels back off, and they bring down the Phoenix on the mid side of the map. H1 just watches as his buddy falls. Level 2 Dagon on the Nyx. Now saving for the shard. Chin bringing the creep army Alone. setting the trap. Cloud with a nice ravage, interrupting the go attempt, but get wrecked. Sniper and Clockwork finishing the job. Dead in the water applied to the Dawnbreaker, but Blubber.
Second ravage.
A little bit of a dispel here in the second. Ravage coming out exactly. Double King now coming out on the Spectre. 4 dead. Free from this fight on the side of the Radiant, and there we go. The friendly tip. One says this is how you tip. You good team.
Yep. He is tipping his teammates. He's not going to be trying to annoy his enemies, which is something that they did to him. And winning the game from the mid lane with being the lowest net worth out of all of your heroes. By far, to be honest, you're 1,000 gold behind your next assassin 19 minutes in. It has to feel good. It has to feel good for Monkey King, especially after all those tips.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest tip of them all. You know, thriving despite the setbacks. It's a statement. But you know, Harry, I thought that B-God was going to do the team-based thing, but Spectre yet not to that critical mass where you need the break, levels up that Dagon, gets him a pair of brown boots, skips the shard. You think this is the right move, or is it going to come back to bite meant to be?
I like it, because bursting down a hero in these fights is much more important than necessarily bursting down a Spectre, which is not guaranteed. So just kill whomever, right? Kill a Phoenix from 100 to 0, kill a Clockwork, whatever, get him out of the way. The Lifestealer can deal with the Spectre.
Lifestealer gonna TP out here as the step. Yep, comes right in. But the Clockwork does go down before they can make a move. Assassinate coming in from the Sniper. Adam, with that Desolate damage, brings down the bug. Oh, that's a Yasha on the Courier.
Kind of annoying, but see, without the second point in Dagon there, he wouldn't have gotten a kill. So
true,
definitely the right choice on the Nyx.
B-God believers are up.
Oh, this is huge for a Spectre. You get a Manta, a lot of it changes. The problem is the Spectre doesn't have a Radiance, so her farming speed is gonna be diminishing as the game progresses. Not gonna be the case for a Lifestealer who's gonna have both the Radiance and the Manta.
Radiance Manta. Do you put the Aegis on your Lifestealer here, or do you put it on your Monkey and let him bait twice before he dies? What do you think?
You put it on the Lifestealer. His life is just so valuable. This is not a classic fighting Aegis. They might even farm a little bit more. And you know, you farm, you hunt, you farm, you hunt. You're not really just gonna be rallying up and going together for towers.
Understood. With that space on the map, we see the Radiant complete their Tormentor. Phoenix will grab the shard as the Aegis picked up by Double King. Farming Aegis acquired. Let's see how it works out. Got a 5k net diff gap here for the Dire.
Well, get wrecked. They're not gonna be waiting. They're already in a smoke. A bit wrong on the side of the map where they were trying to catch somebody, or this is the only side of the map that they feel that they can go on.
Yeah, probably anticipating a lot of vision invested for that Radiant side Roshan by the Dire. And they know they've had success picking off the Monkey King. He's probably going to be the one to respond to that mid lane. So I see the vision. Oh, B-God.
The Sniper has been very quiet. I always want to see a little bit more from snipers early on in the game. But now it's... Because does it feel to you now that the Sniper can't do anything? That he just can't get out on the map? He's just able to farm creeps and that's about it. And this is what I'm getting at. You needed a little bit more pressure, but maybe from minute 25 when he has nighttime again, we're gonna see him do something.
Yeah. Does that look like Sniper just walking down a lane, hitting a tower with supports, kind of giving him some intel? Yeah.
Yep. That's what you want to do, right? You go and do that as a bait so that your teammates can hunt on the other side of the map. Speaking of hunting,
the infested B-God
Spectre
finds the Spectre. Will they go? He's got the Manta here. They will go. Opening up, misses the sun. Might be the turn of events here for the Radiant. As the collapse coming, we see these heroes start wrapping topside, and the Ravage coming out just south. Cloud on the Wisdom Rune. Spectre is low, healed up by the Sunray. Gonna have an egg, but no mana. You gotta pop some regen. And a god coming out to keep the Dire healthy. Aegis still attacking. Spectre has fallen. And now looking for more H1 on the high ground. Stronger indeed. As the Dawn falls. Alone, reveling in the recent turn of events here. He's finally not the one dying. Instead, 2 heroes and an enemy tier 2.
Yep, and the only reason that it even was remotely close is because of this misstun on the Spectre. If they had gotten that one, the Spectre dies instantly, and then it is even easier to win this fight. This way, they kind of had to use the Ravage, but look at Alone, he's already hunting.
Oh yeah, he knows what he wants. Knows there's no Solar Guardian or respawning duo on the Radiant. They're gonna be getting their bearings. Vision available to the Radiant in their jungle though. Still have the Aegis. And now the Manta. Going for the BKB next on the Slice Stealer. Gonna be able to shrug off everything that you throw at him.
It's insane, right? How much they don't need damage. They just need the fights to go along. The next assassin at some point will be finishing people off. Their Monkey is destroyed. Their Lifestealer is going for all defensive items. You have a Tide Hunter as your 3rd hero, and you're still getting away with it.
The hook shot out, misses. That was his escape ticket, and the pod has already left the space station. Oh, but Sniper. Been positioning so well up till this point, and now Alone in the middle of it all. H1 trying to get out. The Sunray not reaching. Egg will be scrambled. Alone looking for more as he follows Cloud to the high ground, bringing down the clockwork. H1 turning around.
Run, Spectre.
Spectre running. Will be the sole survivor for the Radiant.
They have overwhelmed them at this point. You just don't have the damage to kill them, and when that is the case, then you can just run towards them. That was without the Hand of God that is now going to be available. This game is very much over.
Solar Crest Drum still, you have 3 charges. Going for the mech now. They didn't have the damage to kill you before. Sustain, control, it's all there for meant to be.
The Rally Skeletons. You look at this lineup, you have no damage pushing, and then the Chen comes in with the Rally Skeletons, just destroys everything.
And the Spectre going in on the Monkey King, trying to bring down Alone, but the Infest healing him up. Solar Guardian now as the Shard tries to drag him out. Clockwork does go down. Alone lives through it all, has his buddies around him, and a big Ravage from Cloud onto the 3. Phoenix could be the move here. Dawnbreaker goes down on the back line, back to the tier 2 Sniper. Keeps peeping away. B-God has a stun, no Vendetta for 30. This Aegis expiring in 6 seconds. You could prevent the regen, would be massive, but will not be the case.
Yep, he's gonna go back up to full. I think this just goes to show that they don't have damage. I would get very depressed if I was on the side of Rekt right now. You get on top of the Monkey King, the guy that you've been bullying, killing all the time. He's all alone and he survives because of the Hand of God. The Lifestealer gets close with the Infest, and then you don't even get that kill. Just goes to show how helpless you are at the moment.
Nothing will stand in my way.
And you know, this Shard is something they picked up early on Alone's Monkey King yesterday. The upper bracket, and it helped out a ton. Didn't give them the win, but you know, Pobody's nerfed, showing its value here again. As Lewis Cook anticipates the jump, baiting his ally now. Spectre's in, Spectre's out, and Lewis Cook trying to go for the TP. Will not get it. Tony actually clean it up with the creeps.
Yeah, Penitence is insane when you have the Rally Skeletons. It's just way too much damage. Right, one side has no damage, the other side, everybody does some damage on it. The support's definitely more than what you would expect from them.
I mean, level 5 Dagon on the Nyx, I'm not showing up anytime soon. That's for sure. How do you don't deal with this, right? There's just no way.
Well, with the current state of the game and you being 17k gold behind, yeah, you don't. Yeah. It's kind of impossible. Spectre is going for the Diffusal Blade, and this is just the case. Spectre without the Radiance just does not scale. This hero, sure, with 5-6 items is gonna be the top dog, but how do you get to the 5-6 items when you have no Radiance, when you have no farming item? Your best farming item is a Manta, which is decent, but not nearly good enough.
No, certainly not. So, Harry, this time they're probably what's like the mental state of Get Wrecked? Are they trying to make Meant to Be commit an error here? Are they just buying time to bring down the energy of Meant to Be before game 2? What's the long play here if you know that you are unlikely to win?
Okay, so you just do the little things right, and when that is the case, the longer that the game goes, the chances for your enemies to make a mistake increase significantly. So what you're doing right now is you're just going through the basics. Okay, you're pushing, you're split pushing, you are going and taking some camps in the jungle. Right, you're just trying to individually do as much as you can in hopes of an opportunity arising in which you could make a difference in the game. Will that opportunity arise in this game? Very unlikely, and even if it does, very unlikely that it will turn out favorable for you in the end.
Understood. So continue to do the fundamentals, use them as a little bit of a practice series. If it reverses the tide, amazing. If not, at least you're probably in a better headspace for game 2.
We talked about Dota 1 today, you know, reversing the tide in that situation would mean you swap out players. And remember those games, one team is doing too good and then you're just swapping. Okay, let's swap the pink for the blue so that, we have a chance, right? And then the dire side loses, or Scourge back then. Everybody got super mad that they gave their boy away.
Oh, Scourge, such a good name. Yeah, isn't that all these 4 players on my ban list? Why are they on my team? What the heck? That was when we found out about ban lists. Oh my god, that just made it everything.
Oh, they have all the auras.
Yeah.
The Break of Dawn, the smoke was used. You kind of have been made, right?
Yeah, they know you're on the map somewhere. But where? That's the big question. Got a Blink Ravage with the Octarine online too.
They have a good vision of the high ground bottom, so that's maybe where you would want to strike. Just kill somebody and then going high ground versus a sniper is just kind of hard. Annoying more so than hard.
Yeah, starting off with the Clockwork here. Dead in the water. We'll get the hook shot away this time. A little bit of space under the safety of the tier 4, but this gives Double King room to get some chip damage on the tier 3 tower mid. Spectre does come back to base. More than a chip for a certain. Manta did the spell. Work it. Back in. Gets the fortification and a big Ravage with the egg matched up. And they're on top of the sniper, collapsing immediately. Buyback on the sniper with the Solar Guardian crashing down, stunning no one. Rax now under threat as the tier 3 goes to fall, but not just yet. Big Starbreaker onto 3. BKB finally used on Double King, reversing the tide, going back in for a second time. Tier 3 falls. A big Battle Strike onto 2 is silence on the Monkey King. And now looking for the Spectre, dead for 65. Big guy doing it all, and GG is called. How about for one last hook shot? I thought we were gonna have a hook shot as a treat. And, do you ban this B-God Nyx? Seems pretty good.
He just did everything right? They won the lane when the Monkey King was diving.
Meant to be game to win. Get a little Dondadon in the chat. But friends, welcome back. If you are just joining us, we are here in game 2 of Get Wrecked versus Meant to Be. Meant to Be on the Dire, Get Wrecked on the Radiant. Winner of, well, Meant to Be win this, they advance to the lower bracket finals. Get Wrecked will be eliminated. So they're fighting for their tournament lives here. Got Harry Freak on the mic with myself, Malibu, Jesus, and Smoke to start off the action.
That's a late Smoke. They want to go for a fight, but they're going to run into 5 heroes.
That's the death zone. This is the Bermuda Triangle. Oh, no.
Run, Bunny.
Is
that a bunny?
Yeah, I think so. He's got a little cane to help him out, too. You know, I think the cane might not be needed.
So it's an old bunny.
Still with a little spring in his step, though. You know, I've never seen a monkey turn into a bunny before, but world of Dota, there's many surprises in store.
The battle begins.
All right.
It's gonna be. It might be 3 runes for Meant to Be, and yep, they got 3 runes. Even an old bunny still fast, as you mentioned.
Still got tricks up his sleeve here. Any lanes to watch? In the bottom side of the map, we see Cloud with a really good wave block here, looking to get his own wave under tower, helping the equilibrium land closer to the dire side.
He's gonna be able to get it, but look at it.
Three
They're bringing in
heroes.
3 heroes.
Lewis Cook showing up to the fray, and the Bramble Maze stopping Cloud in his tracks. First blood will be drawn by Adam on the Phantom Assassin. Might be what you need.
That's quite nice, right? You start as 3. Bottom lane, Dark Willow was already there preparing. That is gonna annoy the Doom a bit. He's still alive though.
Yeah. Yeah, Doom gonna have to burn through all of that region, get back up to a happy place.
Well, his help is here now, so it's gonna be a little bit easier to lane here. Still, Monkey, he started off with an Orb of Venom, Lich, and an Orb of Venom. That's a hell of a combo. You can pretty much run down anybody.
Yeah, it's like running in mud. You're gonna lose a shoe or two, you know. Bottom lane. Okay, now we are kind of back to normalcy here. Cloud 2 denies after that early death. B got, I'm sure, appreciated the solo experience.
Easy. I mean, if he gets a game like the previous one, it'd be perfect. Probably not gonna be as easy.
Cloud with the cheeky resummon on the wolves to prevent the gyro flat cannon from getting that CS there. Back top side, Monkey walking down Funcito. As a Jingu buffed up, one more attack will do it, but the Fairy Fire at the last second gives him a little more time, but not enough. Double King gets another kill. Or a kill. Bottom, big impale here. Cloud with the clicks onto Adam, but the rockets adding up.
They're fighting.
Will fall. The Wolves need no armor as Cloud
He blocked himself
blocked
in.
himself off with the micro though. Gets
Dire's
out
middle tower
and sends some
is under
furry friends the
attack.
way of Lewis Cook. That's crazy. The Feral Impulse with the inspiration art. Getting a lot of regen here.
Lewis, run.
Tango. Lewis
He is
is
back.
in Cloud. Victimized by Adam. B-God wants to swing. He has to save his own life here.
It's bad to die just when the full creep wave is getting to the tower. 2 range creeps dying for Lycan. That's a bit of a bummer. They just didn't respect the PA coming back.
Yeah, early Blightstone on the PA too, so a lot of spread damage. Amplifies that flak cannon right clicks. Mid lane going the way of Earthshaker and chasing down. Radiant off lane again, another kill going the way of the Dire.
It's level 2. Oh,
Tony.
that starts with 3 heroes on the bottom. It's starting to hurt them.
Yeah, and you know, not only the June level 2 Funcito as well. Level 2 Earthshaker under his own tower here, pretty low. Gyrocopter arriving, trying to stymie any water runes. Picked up by Alone's Earthshaker. Not just holding
Radiant
position,
structures
Lewis
are
Cook
fortified.
wrapping pretty deep around that tower. That does mean the Phantom Assassin is solo. And
Yeah,
another
they're only focusing
XP.
in.
You'll love it. You'll want to see it. A little bit of BM, but Harry, Gyro already left the mid lane, so that's going to be a free water rune for Shaker.
Yeah, I don't know why he didn't linger a little bit longer just to make sure that there's no water rune for a Shaker, especially because the Tiny is full and the Shaker is not. So one Avatos combo and he might have to go back to base. So very weird decision, especially because he already wasted some time in the mid lane. Kind of makes no sense. Oh, he's coming back for it. Okay. That's fine.
Doubling
job.
back. Yeah, nice. That was a good pause. I bet they talked about that during it.
Yep,
Using
like,
the tap
where
another
the
kick.
heck are you going?
Yeah, Lune forced to get his own bounty rune. Back top side, Monkey King loving this. 22-8. How do you change the dynamic up here? Brambles, a good start. No follow-up though.
Radiant's courier
Oof,
has been
well,
killed.
it's hard because the Doom is so weak, right? The Monkey can just stand his ground and it's not a hero that you can ignore. So I think it's It's more so just survival time in that lane.
Yeah, and survival of the fittest here in the bottom. Cloud, low HP, but going on to Adam. A Phantom Strike out.
Tiny's
Enough
coming.
Space and a TP from Tiny, as you said, but he's level 5. No bonus damage on the toss from Grow, and good dodge from the Dire as we fade to night.
The mid lane was already going pretty badly for the Tiny. This is gonna make it even more so. But overall, you can just see that the lanes went really well for the Dire side.
And a good route here on the Lich. Gyrocopter is taking the Twin Gate as they chase the Doom away. Double King taking him on. It's a 1v2. Gonna be a 3v2 here. Get wrecked. Gyrocopter. Lewis Cook showing up. The creeps helping out. A nice grip from the Lich. Tony living till the end. Gets a kill.
Is he gonna kill them all?
He might kill. Well, Boundless Strike in 5. Primal Spring.
He's going for it.
Tree Dance coming up. Oh, H1 playing the role of bodyguard, but you might not be strong enough to hold off the monkey. And a big wave still for Double King. Look at that. Doesn't miss a ton of farm. God.
And there's nothing that the Doom can do to prevent him. Meanwhile, mid.
Mid. Let's take a look. Alone has a Frost Shield on him. Echo Slam used already. And a nice impale on Lewis Cook with the stun from B-God. Keeps him from getting the rune. Alone once it gets it in the bottle, has it. Now returning. Yep, there we go. There's that mischance. No True Strike. A nice illusion pop to disorient the Phantom Assassin, and he gets her this time. Doom also dying on the top side of the map. Double King takes him down solo.
Yeah, and also the Tiny almost died there. Imagine if you had lost 3 heroes on different sides of the map, would have been a disaster. It already is, not gonna lie, Malibu Jesus. It does look pretty bad, but at least the Tiny lives.
Throw! You've consigned her to death, and Tony living!
Kill him!
Take it to the high ground! He's walking here! And alone! Says, I don't care. Have a totem. TPing for the wisdom, they want to protect it. And Doom getting gone on again, top side, but we are gonna look like it. Cloud. What wolves do you have? Alpha. Okay, and Doom getting low, chased down by Double King Tony, trying to get next to range. He says, let me help! Sinister Gaze. And Peacock, sinisterly moving to the top side. TPing home to get his own wisdom rune. Gonna start to see a big experience discrepancy between these teams.
Bastards. Like he wants it all for himself. Right? He could have allowed maybe somebody else to get the extra experience.
Maybe, but not today. Wolves howl, and Cloud, okay, he's just gonna be content farming under the tower with his buddy B-God nearby, and another Twin Gate rotation. This time coming from the Dire. Uh-oh, Adam. Gonna split the nucleus here. This Phantom Assassin, no chance in hell of getting out of this one.
I could do this all
Boy, he's level 4. How did they lose the lane so much? It's too much. And Tiny is looking very much dead on my screen.
Dead on my screen too. How convenient, man. Oh, look at B-God revealed by the tower. Pops the Carapace. Look at the stun. Lying up on steel, but a big Echo Slam doing a lot of damage in the Shadow Realm. She survives it all somehow.
No matter.
TPing in, he says, I want to be level 5. Come here, Alone. Oh, and the experience from the kill, dying to the crash landing. Lewis Cook picks up a kill on B-God too.
I think our screens are not working. There has to be something wrong with them.
I'm shaking my screen right now. I'm trying to get the cobwebs out.
It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, with that, the Tiny is ahead of the Shaker. Not really something that you would expect. It looked like they were gonna kill the Tiny, make sure that he's gonna have a really bad game, get closer to that Blink Dagger on the Shaker, and suddenly, well, good spell usage, good movements from the Tiny, and good communication with his team to come and help. Put him in a pretty solid spot.
Yeah, get wrecked. Certainly down, but not out by any means. However, H1 though, I think this is a completely different story. Wukong's with the Chain Frost bouncing around. TP responds from 2. Little too late. Steel showing up with the Willow. Maybe gonna get a kill here. No Jix to even the odds. And Tony finds some time for Double King to get out. Gets the courier delivery, but Adam shows up.
Radiant's
And
middle
forget
tower
about
is
me.
under attack.
No Echo on alone, but B-God showing up has the damage. We'll get him with the Mind Flare after all is said and done. Adam back in, no carapace to dissuade him. But a big burly Earthshaker as they retreat to the high ground under their vision. Do you get out or do you stay?
Ooh, don't do it. Don't do it.
The K's pulling him up into the chain stun, the Mind Flare, the Phantom Strike to the high ground. B-God going the distance, but will be sit back to base. Seal showing up.
Dire's middle tower.
And
Alone is the run.
back on the top alone, trying to run, trying to get out. 3 Radiant heroes surrounding him. No Echo Slam for 15. Pops the stick, survives, but the flat cannon and dagger bring him down. The pursuit
Doom is up.
on. Oh, Double King tries to go for the mischief play. Still gets stunned. And it is a massacre get 21 kills just 10 minutes in. I think get Rekt or dragging them down to their level here.
Yep. That's what you want to do. They're getting ahead of themselves.
Another
But,
kill coming out top side. Action. We have the Lycanthrope running down. Yep. And probably going to threaten a tier 1 tower here with the Alpha Wolves and the Catapult.
Yep, you have everything that you need.
Oh, never mind. Your Catapult died. Wrong. Oh, alone. Echo Slam ready. Waiting for PA to step
closer.
into the next wave a little
Glyph.
closer.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Glyph to save it. The play, Harry. You called it. Oh, Adam able to Phantom Strike away. He will live. You get the Slugger, but it's not enough. Echo Slam on cooldown for another 2 minutes.
Radiant are scanning.
And it was
He
just
wanted
a
that big
bummer, right?
wave, right?
Because they used the glyph on the top lane as well to save the creep wave. And then you think, oh, it's doing something else, but actually he's trying to kill him.
Yeah.
Pretty weird that he didn't even get close to dying.
Yeah, I don't know. That was a really good time Phantom Strike here. Cloud soaking up a ton of damage. Doom cast on Double King, the first one of the game at 12 minutes. Monkey King to fall. Cloud soon
Got
to
him.
be next, but they need the Delta split here. The Doom is vulnerable. Tony stretching it out the fight, making the most of that minimal HP. Doom to fall. Can you get more? Got Shaker.
Radiant's middle tower
No
is
Echo.
under attack.
No Blink.
Good Fissure.
Good Fissure for the block. The Wolves doing a lot of work even after their master is fallen. Keep him in biz. Impale misses, but he's still keeping the Willow alive with the Frost Shield running down the Willow. No way.
And he got him.
15 seconds left. They micro, and now they're going for
Another
Gyro.
one.
They get 2. Cloud, a double kill from the grave. And
Leaves the
now
Tiny alone.
He's got his Blink
No
delivered.
Avalanche.
They leave him alone, and now Tiny only has his buddy H1 here. No Doom, and a shape-shifting Cloud showing up. A little wolf bite won't hurt you unless you're on the radio. And I got bad news for H1. Harry, what the hell's happening, man?
Well, meant to be are clowning around a little bit. They had such a great time in the laning phase. They feel like they cannot lose, and they're giving us a show. That's the case. To be honest, Rekt are responding quite nicely. Their spell usage in these fights, their communication has been really good. They have a Blink Dagger on the Tiny. Still have something to play with. This game is far from over. I still think if meant to be want that there is a clear difference with the movements, but from the looks of it, they're gonna be giving us fights.
Yeah. And you, fights we want, fights we shall get.
Dire are scanning.
Adam going into that S and Y build, so knows that these fights will continue, and he has to be ready to respond in sort. Amazingly, Radiant still have their offlane T1 despite all the pressure applied. B-God.
Dire are
Seen
scanning.
another Vendetta used. Trying to scout out the wisdom.
Radiant's
Do you
middle
think
tower
he
is
steals
under
this? Oh,
Yes.
it's still up. He's gonna back up though. The pressure from the Radiant
Alright.
mounting. 4 or 5 heroes? Oh, alone found.
No way.
5. What? The reaction times from this kid, he's insane, man.
And now they are gonna be going in. You don't have a sentry. The next assassin sees them.
Lewis Cook is dead. Shot, yeah, already was, and now Double King with the Battle Strike, pump faking. Big Echo onto 1 here. The chains pulling her across the divide, but not quite. Cloud unable to get across the impasse. Left wanting more, and they will get it. Double King picks up the kill. H1 jukes back under the trees. Though his fire, his flames,
Top tower is under
leave
attack.
more to be desired. And now a tier 1 to fall in kind.
I mean, you have
Dire's
kept
middle
that
tower
mid lane
is
tower
under
alive from Get Rekt
Radiant's top
still,
tower has
and you're
fallen.
8k gold behind. You know what happens when that mid lane tower falls? The map opens up and you all die. And now you have 2 ways to,
Radiant's
or
top tower
3
is under
ways to
attack.
get it from the mid lane, or like from very deep into enemy territory.
Dire's
So
middle
things
tower is under attack.
are gonna get really hard, really fast for Get Rekt.
Getting hard really fast. I think Cloud got both
Dire's
Wisdom
turret
runes, by
has
the
been
way.
killed.
Now level 12, going for that shard. Has his Orchid picked up in the mid lane. Trying to pick up a kill onto this Lich. Stun will pull him out of the gaze. They get it, but you're losing your backline. You have a chance to kill the Earthshaker here near your tier 2. Call down will hit on the 3rd rung. Adam keeping a minute. Beautiful reversal here for the Radiant. He got
Radiant's middle tower
on the
has
prowl.
fallen.
Think he gets it?
Gonna try.
Oh my god, 900 health. Caught him sleeping.
Yeah,
Thought you
just
were safe.
evaporates. That's solo kill for him. And again, we have this Nyx that is in core
Dire's middle
territory.
tower is under attack.
Ensure gold, but
Radiant's
he's level
bottom
10.
tower is under
And
attack.
that is the same level as the enemy.
And the shapeshift might not be enough to pull you out of this one, Cloud. He's
Run.
trying to get away from the missile, cuts the corner, and it shortens the distance.
He's fine.
Stunned, but he's going to have the silence, the return damage. He's not even going to get the Orchid burn to kill him so quickly.
And they're cutting off the Tiny. The Monkey King is already in position. The haste is going to expire.
Tiny's back in. He wants more. He sees Tony. They're going in. The damage coming out. The Chain Frost bouncing, however, goes back to the Tiny. Doom is flying to the Monkey King on the high ground here, but staying strong in the
Shaker
Wukong
is coming.
until Adam shows up. Shaker on the way. Let's see what he's got. It's a Neko Slam, bringing down 1 and 2. And the fear coming in from Funcito, but it's not enough. He got on the approach. Finale brings it down.
There's just so many things that you have to think about, right? You're like, oh, we got the Lycan, oh, we got the Lich, but then suddenly, because you've already taken some damage, these other guys can finish you off even in a 3 versus 5 scenario. You can lose 3 heroes just like that, even when you are using your big spells like the Terrorize. Things are just hard when you're this far behind. You know, meant to be, they could go back, they could farm, they could wait for their timings, but the thing is that they understand that they can do whatever the hell they want in this game, and they can continue with these layered initiations over and over and over and over again until they just get all the kills that they came for. It just looks very fun watching them play.
It does, and I bet the boys are having fun on the side of meant to be. Get wrecked though. I think there might be a little sweat forming, beating up on the foreheads here as those vices continue to tighten. 9k lead, 76% probability in favor, and these damn wolves on my Doom. Genzer, can we take a look at the Doom real quick? Just look at that poor guy. He's got a sliver of health, 200 as he's forced to walk back to base. He just can't.
Radiant's middle
More
tower
wolves
is under attack.
already. I don't know if Willow can survive this. She'd have to go to the Shadow Realm. Avalanche helping out, but they're still surviving. Over 500 health. They shouldn't feel this tanky. The early Ghost Scepter purchased. You know, a lot of the times we've seen this Ghost Scepter picked up too late. And Willow jumping the gun, but it saves her life maybe.
It's unplayable when just he can silence you from the Lycan and kill you. It's because the Orchid that he went this route. Usually you would have the Shadow Realm, but versus an Orchid just doesn't work.
Good build up here. Good purchase. Be God with.
No!
Yeah,
No!
he doesn't care that he's gonna die. He wants to get the kill first, and now.
But help is coming!
The Echo, the help has arrived, and the horns are sounding as the Radiant fall forward, dead in the Wukong. GG is called. Just shy of 19 minutes. Get you one more. Bring down Mr. Steel on the tiny fountain. Oh, it's not gonna do anything. Oh, meant to be, you know, living up to their name as they punch their ticket to the lower bracket finals. Yet to be seen is their opponent, Shopify, taking game 1 against Wild.